Should I share screen just now?
Yeah, you can share screen. Good morning, everybody. I asked them to give us a special presentation on power gifting.
Good
Tim
morning.
is not using YouTube because my main uh, reason for this call is so that we can get something on YouTube for you guys as well for all the groups that we've got on Telegram. So Tim, saying that, then over to you. Have fun. Dazzle us.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Stefan. Hugely appreciated. For those who don't know me, my name's Tim Wagner. I've been in the gifting realm for about 2.5 years now, I think. And when I was first introduced to this, it was after I'd had a very expensive lesson in life, let's call it that. So I came in very skeptical, very uncertain about an economy called the gifting economy that I hadn't heard of before, which was very surprising considering that I've been working in the online platform and online sphere since 2016. And I can't understand why it wasn't, but perhaps I wasn't ready. And it came to me at an ideal time, as I saw that it solved a lot of technical challenges, risks, which are paramount and quite evident in online businesses. So I'm going to be going through the power gifting overview for you in order to give a full detail of how it works and the dynamics behind it. And then please do get back to the person that sent you this and hook into our support group and also our live presentations and training that we have, but I'll talk about that just now. So just before I start, I'm not paid by Power Gifting at all. I'm just one of the people that put my hand up and said, this is quite phenomenal. I want to drive this and help the community to understand what is possible through this style of gifting economy. And if you've been involved or are involved in gifting economies before, you'll know that they've been around for, well, since the 1960s, really. But since the huge boom of the internet, and specifically after 2021, there's been a massive amount of online opportunities. And what I liked about power gifting was it sat all on its own. And I'll explain that as I go through this. So a quick overview for you. So power gifting has a uniquely designed algorithm, making it very simple to partake in. If you're not sure what an algorithm is, it's a mathematically determined structure in the computer system that doesn't get played with. So the system knows when X happens, Y must happen. If this goes on, then the next thing happens. It's predetermined mathematical certainty. And as long as individuals and people were following the system, the algorithm will play out, as I'm going to explain to you. So we launched in 2022, and it became very clear when we launched that we were rather innovative in our programming and also transformative, not only in how gifting economies have worked traditionally, but also in people's lives. I'm not going to go through in too much detail right now about the importance of a diversified portfolio. I think ever since 2021, that's become more paramount, and people who were just in a comfort zone before, happy with their job or their business and their one income stream, have now realized that that rug can get pulled out from underneath us very quickly, and we're not in control. So what can you get in control of? Well, that's where you then can take control of your life by taking advantage of other opportunities outside of your traditional realm of business and your skill base. So that's where we look at a global economy, not only to look at income outside of your job or business, but also income outside your country. And I'll go through that with you just now about how we actually do that. In order to take advantage of these, full training and support is essential. And we provide all of that. We do Saturday morning training sessions. We've got a Rumble channel with a lot of training and information, as well as on our exact website for you as well. That's the way that you can empower yourself to be able to be in charge of your financial future. So gifting economies work on the efficient flow of money through a pre-programmed system to benefit everybody. Now, there's two important words there: economy and system. An economy requires the efficient flow of money. Worldwide, around at the moment, we are sitting in a recession. You listen to the government, they say we're not in a recession. That probably means we are. You listen to one economist, they'll say we are in one. The reality is a recession is caused when people stop the flow of money. As things become more expensive, you have less money to spend. So when you've got less money to spend, then there's less money moving. So in order for us to ensure that we have an efficient flow of money in our economy, we use gifting through money. That means you follow the pre-programmed system, which is what I'm here to share with you today. There's no need to create your own system. This has been gifted to us. And that is the power that we've got and you've got available for you. So a quick disclaimer, you're welcome to take a screenshot of this. The reality is I'm not paid by Power Gifting. I'm just a representative. I've just put my hand up to say, I would love to share this with as many people as possible. The results that I share with you are purely determined by the community. Your work and everybody's work combined will get the results. Okay? In the end, once you are making money from a gifting economy, as with everything, make sure you are compliant with tax regulations in your own country. And yes, we use cryptocurrencies to move money around the world efficiently, safely, cheaply, and also legally. If you're not involved in cryptocurrencies, this is probably a very good starting point for you to dip your toe in the water, as the entry is so little and the risk is so low. So if you're first time in cryptocurrencies, we provide the training for that as well. What makes us unique? Well, we've got an innovative forced matrix structure, which goes back to that algorithm. Now, what is a forced matrix? It is not network marketing or multi-level marketing style business. So if you've been in network marketing before, you're going to be looking at this and going, all right, but I would love the bonuses. I want, where's all the systems? Well, we're very different, and we sit in a unique environment where we don't have referral bases or bonuses or team structures. And I know it says confusing over there. It's a word I actually put in, because how many times I've been in network marketing where when you're starting to move up the ranks, the difference between if you put 2 people or 3 people in your front line versus putting 5 people and helping them do the same. Now, no one underneath you goes and does the same. So then you 1 month earn money, the next month you don't earn money. And just the different bonuses. Whereas the forced matrix is like one line. I'll explain a little bit more about that just now to you. But everybody who joins goes directly behind the other person that joined before them. That's what makes us different and not multi-level marketing. The next one is a very low entry of $8. That's the one and only time you'll ever take money out of your pocket is $8. That's where it is the lowest risk opportunity that I can find. No registration fees, no monthly fees. In fact, Power Gifting itself takes no money from you whatsoever. It is a gift to you that you will never need to pay the programmers or contribute for that whatsoever, as the design of it is that it's self-funding. What else on this? Here's a massive golden nugget, and this one sits very paramount when you consider the issues that are going on and have been going on for many years in online businesses or opportunities or funding platforms, whatever you want to call them, where you are reliant on somebody else controlling your money. All gifts here are done peer-to-peer, which means it moves person to person with no middleman or third party. There's multiple duplicate accounts. We call them baby accounts, which are given to you as part of the structure. I call this the superpower, which boosts the system from behind. Very unique, and also helps in giving you ongoing cash flow. Because of the force matrix system, everybody has the same opportunity to benefit. Whether you bring in or introduce friends and family, or your network, when you bring in 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, 1 person, it makes no difference, because we are a community that work together. We utilize cryptocurrencies, as I've said, and this is definitely not investment or trading. So who is it for? Well, I could say to you that Power Gifting is for anybody who could mist up a mirror that you put underneath their nose. But the reality is for those who are looking for something more and new. If you're in an economic position where you're stable, fantastic. Do something outside of what you're doing normally, because stability is no longer guaranteed. If you are sitting in a position where you need additional income streams and you're willing to do some work, not a lot, a couple of hours a week, contribute to the community for the greater good. But here's a key thing. It's the last point on this one slide that I'm going to talk about. It's for people who are willing to learn a few new skills and apply 1% of the day towards creating wealth to realize freedom. We all want freedom. That's why you want the money. What are you going to do for that freedom? Could you apply 1% of your day to learning a few new skills, sharing this opportunity with somebody else so that they can also be empowered to realize their individual freedom? 1% of your day, maybe 1% every second day. Doesn't take a lot, but it does take consistency for those who are looking for something more. Let's get down into a little bit of technical information for you now. This would be great for those accountants and the mathematical people to say, right, all good and well, show me the money. Why? Prove to me and show me why this isn't one of those Ponzi pyramid style schemes that there's so many about and abundant. Well, I'm not going to answer that because it's going to be demonstrated by how the system works. So here you go. We have got 3 different phases, and each phase has 4 levels. You're guided through each level, starting at level 1 on phase 1, going to level 4 on phase 1 before going on phase 2, by a very simple back office. And as you receive gifts and you re-gift into other members, you then move through the stages. That's the economy. An economy flow, you receive money, some of it's yours, some you put back into the system. All other new positions created for you are funded from those gifts received. I'll explain that for you now. Let's break it down. Phase 1 is 4 levels. As you move through the levels, you will receive additional accounts. That's going to give you that continued income. You will receive 117 extra positions. We call these baby accounts. So your primary account that you register is your parent. It's the main one. And then as you move through the system will create additional accounts for you. And each of these, you will receive $5,088 per position after you've gifted money back. So that's what you put in your own pocket. Phase 2 is 4 levels as well. Exactly the same process, but this time the numbers are 10x'd. 10 times the previous. And phase 3 works exactly the same. This time the numbers are 10x'd from phase 2. Now, I'm not going to harp on these big numbers. I've been around long enough to know that it's very easy to say you can become a multimillionaire if you follow a system, but how rarely that is actually done. So we're just going to focus for this now on 5,000, because the reality is 5,000 is more, let's say, palatable. It's more understandable. And if you can get to 5,000, then it's just a matter of time to get to the other levels. So let's break this down for you in a little bit more detail. You enter level 1 on phase 1 by gifting $8. So you're gifting an unconditional gift. You're sending once off to somebody else in the community who's in need. So in reality, you're not sending it to some guy sitting on a yacht or some trader or somebody that you have no idea what they're actually going to do. It is an unconditional gift. At that point, you can say from a business perspective, you've got $8 at risk. Okay, not huge. 2 cups of coffee and a muffin. Or in England, as I was told, a stale muffin and 1 coffee. So $8. That you're gifting to somebody, if you imagine a queue, a line, at the front of the line, it's this person's turn to receive. You are joining at the back of the line, 1 line. As that person at the front receives 3 gifts of $8, they move off, giving the next person in line their chance to receive. And so the system carries on. When it's your turn to receive, now you're at the front of the line, you'll receive 3 $8 gifts, giving you 24. Now, it's not all your money. If you walk off with that $24, not only do you not benefit yourself, because the reality is it's not going to change your life, and also you don't benefit the community or the people you've been sharing it with. You take $16 of that to gift to the person at the front of level 2, which gives you access to get to the back of level 2, leaving you with $8 in your pocket. Thank you, risk-free. Now, what you can do with $8 is yours. You can say thank you, risk-free. Or my strategy was, that's the point I introduced my wife. Once my wife had her profile had gone over here, I put my son in. Once my son's profile had gone here, then I introduced a charity organization that I will run until that charity has moved over to level 3, and I can hand the profile over to them with $40. Now we're starting to make a difference. So level 2 works on a very similar system, but now it starts getting really exciting. You've gifted $16 to the front of the person on level number 2. You've joined the back. As it moves forward and it's your turn to receive, you will then receive 9 gifts of $16, giving you 144. Great stuff. Of that 144, 72 of it you're putting back into the system when the power gifting system creates 9 baby accounts for you. It's done automatically, very simple on the basic back office, where it'll tell you who are the 9 people that you will gift $8 each to. Those are then 9 people at the front of level 1, giving you 9 baby accounts at the back of level 1. This is what I call our superpower, and I'll explain why now. From the 144, you're taking $32 to gift onto level number 3. Now, at this point, you're looking and going, well, that's not a lot of money. Is it worth my time? Well, the reality is it literally takes 5 minutes to register, and every now and again to log in and see where you're at, or keep an eye on your Binance account, your cryptocurrency wallet. You're going to get an SMS or an email in order to, which will identify for you or tell you when you're receiving money. That's when you log in. So is it worthwhile? Well, let's have a look at the numbers growing now. You've now gifted $32 at the front of level 3, leaving you with $40 in your pocket. Okay, now it's starting to make a difference. Not life-changing, but proof of concept for you. $32 is what you've gifted the front. When it's your turn to receive, you'll receive 27 gifts of 32, giving you 864. The system creates 27 baby accounts at the front of level 1 for you. So you're going to gift 27 people $8 each, except it's unlikely to be 27 individuals, as it's most likely going to be a multiple of different people getting 3 gifts. So it's not as time consuming as you may think at the beginning. That's $216 you're putting back into the system. Now what ends up by happening is, because you've then put 27, you've gifted 27 positions at the front of level 1. That means you've helped 9 people move from level 1 to level 2. Because you've helped 9 people move from level 1 to level 2, you've helped in turn 1 person, because that's 9 gifts, move from level 2 to level 3. This is where the system, the superpower kicks in the system, and it becomes, in certain circumstances, self-perpetuating. It'll never be 100% self-perpetuating, but the combination of new people coming in that we bring in and baby accounts speeds up the process. And if you'd like to receive more information about the superpower of the baby accounts, we have many training sessions available for you on our Rumble channel for you to have a look to see how the detail of that works and what the real numbers are like. You receive $584 in your pocket after you've gifted 64 to get to the front, to gift to the front of level 4. Same process applies. The numbers just grow. This time, 81 gifts are received of $64 each. You're gifting 81 positions back onto level 1. Now can you start understanding the power of the movement of the baby accounts as you're helping push all these people through the system? What's been phenomenal to see is in the last few weeks, the baby accounts have been receiving gifts on level 1, moving through to level 2 as well. Proof of concept, absolutely fantastic. You're now going to have a total of 117 baby accounts. Not only are your parent accounts moving through, but as I've just explained, you're going to be receiving baby account gifts moving through from level 1 to level 2, giving you money ongoing from these other positions as well. Now, at this point, it's important to note that the parent account is the only one that moves over to phase 2. So as a baby account moves through the different levels, babies don't make babies. That would just be, well, not quite right. So as we described, somebody said a couple of weeks ago that once a baby account has moved on to level number 4 and they've finished on level 4, they go and visit the grandparents. They don't move through. So after you've gifted 81 people into the system, you then keep $4,456. Now this starts making a difference. How can you turn $8 into $4,456? I've just shown you, giving you a total of $5,088 per position that you're going to receive. So that's going to be your parent account and 117 other times. You're now taking $80 to gift over to phase 2. The system works exactly the same. The numbers are just 10x'd. So while you're moving over on phase 2 from level 1 to level 2, level 3, level 4, each of these you're going to be then creating. The system's going to create 9 babies, 27 and 81, and it's all done automatically. The system forces you to do this. It is the system. If you're saying that's too much money for me, Absolutely no problem. I'm sure there's other people, communities, charities that would like to have this money. So all you're doing is following the system. And you will then on level number phase two, receive 50,880. While at the same time, your baby accounts are still moving through the different levels on phase one. What happens afterwards? Well, phase three kicks in. Now, I'm not going to go through this. You're welcome to take a screenshot of this, print it up, stick it on the roof of your bedroom and dream. But I'm not going to go through these numbers. We're focusing on the start. Once you understand the start, you have proof of concept, you understand it, you believe it, and so you move on. Now, with every system, there are rules that need to be applied in order to make sure that it flows effectively. The first is you gift at the moment that you register. Once you register, you're putting yourself in the queue. There's zero benefit for you or anybody else to sit there without gifting, which means that you make sure that you register once you've got your $8. I would say 10 in case there's fees, because there are transaction fees as well. Make sure that you're ready with that. Then you register. If you're not sure about cryptocurrencies and you're still learning about it, I would then say go back to the person that introduced you. Ask them to get you into the system. Then learn about the cryptocurrencies. That would be then key. As you're moving through and you're going then from level 1 to level 2, maximum of 12 hours to gift back into the system and follow the process. And it's all explained on our training videos, where all that you're doing is once you've gifted somebody, you upload the proof of payment, the POP, onto the dashboard, and automatically then the system will move you through. Why 12 hours? Because we understand that people are asleep, traveling, working in different time zones around the world. We're in, I'm not sure how many countries, many. It's available all around the world. So here's the reality. Once you're receiving gifts and you're moving from level 1 to level 2, you've now received 3 gifts. As soon as you've received those 3, it's very simple to log in and gift that $16 for you to move over to level 2, so you help the other person. Why do you want to do it quickly and efficiently? Just the same way as you would like other people to operate so that you can move through quickly and efficiently. If you do exceed the timelines, you will then be sent an email by support, because we have an oversight group to make sure that it flows efficiently. You'll receive an email. Should you not respond to the email, you will lose your profile and all baby accounts linked to it. This will be offered to the community, who will then, if somebody wants to take up a higher position than you've got, or somebody wants to take over that, they would then need to gift that money to the community, or we will hand it over to a charity organization. That is non-negotiable. This is the way that we ensure the system flows. We'll never get stuck. There's no stuck board, stuck level, stuck people needing to wait, as we are a community that works together hand in hand. Gifting methods is done use cryptocurrencies. We've got training available for this. We've got a wonderful volunteer support group and system and people to help you if you do not know about cryptocurrencies. But we do this to ensure that the efficient, cheap, and effective movement of money around the world. If you're in a country where Binance is available, this is highly recommended, as Binance to Binance is free and immediate, and we've got training videos for that as well. Minimum of 3 different gifting options. Why 3? To make it easy for somebody to give you a gift. Why would you make it difficult for somebody to give you $16? You want to make it as easy as possible. So minimum of 3. 2 that are required by the system would be USDT, US dollar tether, BEP20 or TRC20. Put in both. Make it easy for somebody to send you money. If you don't know what those are, absolutely no problem. We'll guide and coach you through that. As I've said, power gifting is probably one of the easiest, most efficient and supportive ways for you to dip your toe into cryptocurrencies. You can use Litecoin and Bitcoin as well. You load your wallet addresses up. However, do take into account the varying rates of those, whereas USDT is the US dollar tether, so it's tethered to the US dollar. You can use Wise as well in many countries. However, that's expensive and can take a long time. Your local bank account is only possible when you're doing $8 gifts within your own country, as internationally, it would take too long and it's too expensive to move fiat currency around. The gifter is also responsible for transaction fees, just the same way as if you're giving somebody a birthday present, this beautiful wrapping paper, you don't say to them, listen, the birthday contents is yours, but you need to pay for the wrapping paper. No, you're responsible for the transaction fees. That's where Binance comes in as the preferred or recommended option if you've got it available in your country. If not, the 17 cents, which if you're using BEP20, which is a transaction fee, is your responsibility. But we're on the bigger picture and the bigger numbers, so that's fine. So how do you join? Watch the introduction and guiding videos which are on the website. Ensure you've got your $8 ready in cryptocurrencies. Register for free on irpgifting.com. We have no referral links because we're not network marketing. Everybody's one line. So what you will ask for is the IRP code, which is the individual member's code of the person who introduced you, so that they can be recognized and for their work that they're doing within the community. You create your password, register. There's no FICA KYC because the system's not holding any money. There is no need for any of that whatsoever. Get your email, wait for that to come through. If it takes time and you haven't received it, just go onto the support channel and they will help you out. But if you think I need to register again and again, you're just going to be creating multiple accounts for yourself to gift in, which if you want them, that's perfectly fine. Log in, send your $8 to the person that the system indicates to you, send them a message and say, hey, John, I've just sent you $8 gift. How magic is that? And then the person knows that. And what a wonderful way to say to somebody that you've just sent them $8. Log in frequently, keep up to date with the system. Some important notes for you. How quickly will I move through the levels and phases? Excellent question. This is all determined by the amount of people that are coming in. The more people that join, the more people that you introduce, the more people that you bring in from your network, your business, your organization, your charity, your church, your local company, your family, your friends, the quicker the system flows. The quicker the people come in, the quicker that the baby account system flows, which is our superpower. You need help? We've got a wonderful support channel, Telegram channel. Please ask the person who introduced you for those details. And we've also got the training, but otherwise start by referring back to the person that introduced you and watching the training videos on our website. How many positions? Recommended 2, but you're welcome to have more. I shared a little bit of my personal strategy with you. You can come up with your own one, but you are welcome to as many profiles as you want. Why gifts indicated in US dollars? Well, at this stage, USD is still seen as the base currency around the world, and anybody in different countries knows the value of their currency against the US dollar. I've already explained as I went through the system why this isn't a pyramid or a Ponzi. The key thing is that there's no specific requirement that you have to comply with bringing certain people in to do certain things in order to receive. And also, once you've received at the front, you go back to the bottom of the queue. That definitely doesn't make it a pyramid scheme. So stay connected. Join our official Telegram channels. Listen to the training. Saturdays, 10 a.m. South Africa time, updates Q&A. Mondays, we have the 7 p.m. South Africa time. Thursdays, 8 p.m. South Africa time. And also 7 p.m. for the Afrikaans community. There are other communities, Finnish, German, and many others which are also starting out. So if you've got a country where you would like to introduce this to for a different language, reach out to us. We'll support you. Let's get going. Register today, irpgifting.com. So thank you all very much for listening in. Please do refer back to the person that introduced you, that sent you this recording, that introduced you here to it live. Stay connected. We're a unique environment, ready to help and scale. So thank you very much for Stefan for the opportunity to share with the community. It's been a pleasure in connecting and chatting with you today. Back over to you.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, that was a very detailed presentation. Now we've got one for YouTube as well. I'm also going to record the Afrikaans version that Festina is presenting on Thursday. We already got one recording of Coach Bernard on as well. That's for the people that don't like Rumble. I don't know why people are scared, but some people prefer to use YouTube. Thanks 100%. Again, Tim. Is there anybody that would like to ask a quick question before we close off? I think everybody's on here is reasonably informed. Okay.
Excellent.
All right, then go out and go start getting your people in. This is one very inexpensive gifting community. It's $8. With the fees, you're maybe going to give away $10. That's not really money if you look at some people spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on things where you don't have control over your own money. Yeah, you give your money away and then you wait your turn to receive. Very easy system. Don't have to worry about all that big numbers on phase 3. You just bring a few people in, and then let's shift the money to the right places. Thank you for being on, Tim. Thank you again. Recording will be up in about 10 minutes. You can unmute and shout bye, and then we're out of here. Bye, everybody.
Great stuff. Thank you all very much, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks,
and
Tim.
thanks
Thanks,
for the
Stefan.
presentation. Thanks, guys.
Pleasure.
Bye.